So today I saw an advert for the Apple Vision Pro, which I think is some sort of like virtual reality headset, which essentially blends the digital world into the real world. And it got me thinking, like, what problem is this really solving? Like, you know, if you look at any business or any product, good or service that's brought to the market, it's brought to solve a problem, right? The only problem I can see this solving is the decay of society and the problem of people still living in the real world, you know, or not being distracted enough. It's not enough that people are on your phone every waking moment of their day until they go to bed. You know, it's not enough. You have to live in it, right? And it got me thinking that this system, right, is actually devilish. And when I say devilish, it's anti-life, or it's anti anything that is human in any kind of like capacity, right? Because I can't understand why you would want human beings to live in a virtual world. Like, if whatever created us and put us here, or however we got here, intended for us to live in a virtual world, it would put us in a virtual world. Do you understand? And that's how you know there's a separation between what actually put us here, true consciousness, and the machine world. Because they are two separate things. They can't ever be mixed together. It's either you're one or the other. That's it. There's no shortcuts. And it got me thinking, you know, so I started to track back on sort of like recent events, you know. So if you look at how society's been, like, well, not society, or well, society has been shaped, or the direction that society's been, you know, pushed towards over the last few years, right? The whole point of everything they do, or everything they're trying to do, everything they're trying to achieve, is to get us to accept the false reality as normal. That's it, you know. Like, if at this point in time you don't know that you live in a simulation, yeah? If at this point in time you don't know that we're sharing this world with non-human entities or energies, then you kind of need to turn this video off. And yeah, like, you need to recognize that this world has been hijacked. The world that we grew up in, you know, if you're the 80s baby, I think the 80s was probably the last kind of like era of real kids. Not real kids, no, I take that back. I don't mean it in terms of like non-human people. I mean, that was when the world was still the world, I think, because growing up in the 90s, the world was still kind of, you know, but we still had a lot of like technology coming up. And then we hit 1999 with the whole Y2K nonsense. I remember it so clearly. Oh, everything, you know, devices are not going to work, blah, 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 but nothing happened. And I think it was some sort of like shift, timeline shift, and ever since then they've been shifting us across timelines and different things, you know, but that's another conversation for another video. I've tried to upload, I did a video on the age of Aquarius, which when we entered that age, but YouTube will not let me upload it. I've tried different times and I've got a few strikes, so I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna try again with that one. But you have to recognize that, like, everything that the system, the reality does is anti-life, is anti-human, right? Like this whole push for, you know, sexual gender fluidity and all this other shit is anti-life, is anti-human, because it's like we're born one way, we're who we are, yeah, like biologically, you know, like when it doesn't, it's not based off a sensation or a feeling, yeah, it's biology. My radio just turned on randomly, that's really odd. You know, it's oh, that just threw me off. It's anti-life, you know, because if everybody goes off sensations, like where are we gonna end up, you know? And then you're allowing children, you know, to have their, like, doctors, you're mutilating children. This is a war crime. This is a crime against humanity, you know, mutilating their organs in the name of a feeling that they have, that, oh, I'm a girl or I'm a boy or whatever it is, and you're doing this. That's anti-life. It's anti-life, bro. You're putting people in VR headsets so they live in a virtual world. It's anti-life. It's anti-human. How are we supposed? We're social creatures. Like, are we supposed to now? So now, basically, your WhatsApp, your notifications, your social media, your whatever taste preferences, everything you do on your phone is now in your field of vision, 24/7. So it's not enough that you're on your phone. You have to live. The phone has to live in your head. Do you see, like, the neural link is coming? It already exists in some form, yeah, in a mild form, I think. But I think they want to really plug people into the matrix. Like, this is the beginning of it, you know. And it's sad that our generation is going to witness that. Like, it's in our time, you know, like, our forefathers and stuff fought these energies. They fought them and kept them at bay, you know, and extracted things from them in order for us to have some sort of, like, semblance of normality. If they came back to life and saw the world we live in, they'll commit suicide, man. They'll commit suicide. You know, it's crazy how people can't connect the dots, man. You know, like, why do they have, why do they get to, like, control the narrative? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all these companies, Google, like, why did they get to control the narrative? Why did they get to censor information? Who made them the boss of information? You know, but here's the thing, because they control the platform, they can do what they want. But now it's not enough just having the platform. They're bringing the platform, they're integrating us into the platform. Very soon, your government will have no say. Your president will have no say. Your mayor, your councillor, your member of parliament, your whatever will have zero say in the big world. I'm telling you, because when you're plugged into the platform dictates what you see. They'll choose your presidents, they'll choose your leaders, they'll choose your everything. You know, do you think having a VR set and having a neural link permits you to have your own independent thoughts? You're crazy. Do you think you can go and comment on that video? Do you think you would even find that video? You wouldn't even find it, bro. They wouldn't even let you see it. They will scrub the entire internet of things that... It's happened before. It happened back in around maybe about 10-12 years ago. It happened. They scrubbed the internet of certain videos. So many videos and so many... around the time 2009, 2010, there were a lot of, like, YouTube channels talking some real truths, you know, real serious, like, truth speakers. They're all gone now. It's not like they're gone, they're there, but you just won't find their shit hidden in a server somewhere, you know. But now it's where the world is going is sad. And it's another thing is, people need to recognize that the more they're pushing you to that world, the more you gotta recognize that your physical reality world is going to be even more fucking destroyed. They're going to even ruin it even more for you, because they're going to create so much boredom, so much apathy, so much pain, so much discomfort, so much, you know, financial stress on people, that people will feel like that's their only escape. This is like Ready Player One, and that's another movie I reference all the time. You know, this is like Ready Player One. People are it's basically gonna take us back to, oh yeah, well, what else is there to do, you know? Yeah, I'm just gonna go and play with my friends in the virtual world and shit like this. What a world we're creating for our kids, man. I say reject all that shit, man. I've never had social media, and I'm fine. You know what I mean? I've never had it, and I'm okay. I don't need to tell you what I'm doing. I've been all over the world. I'm in great physical shape. I eat very well. I have nice things. But that's for me. It's not for anybody else to see or like or comment. Do you understand? It's a bit nonsensical, really. Like, oh, look at me. We become infants. I think I made a video about that. I can't remember, a while back, about how, you know, this kind of like plugged into the matrix mentality with messaging and contacts and stuff like that has made us infants, because we want everything here and now. You know, someone posts a video or a picture or something, and then they just look at it waiting for the likes. Ooh, I've had 5 likes. Ooh, I've had 50 likes. I've had loads of likes on it. Stupid, pathetic, really. This is a call for if you're I mean, I know it can be used for good, and that's how I'm talking to you right now. But outside of that, the kind of Facebook nonsense, Instagram nonsense, you know, all this Apple, Oculus, virtual world stuff, reject it, man. Reject it. Because I promise you, if you allow the devil into your brain, yeah, which is what this thing will do. Remember, you're putting a transmitter, a transceiver, internet access, you know, a power supply right by your brain. You're putting it over your head, actually. Like, who knows what it's doing to your brain chemistry? Who knows what it's doing to your brain, period? Do you understand? These people don't do things just because, oh yeah, let's just entertain the people. They do things with an agenda, always, you know? And that's what I need you to really think about. Really think about, you know? You need to really think about it. And, yeah, think about it extensively. I say reject it, man. And live in the real world. Do real world things, man. Do real world things. Connect with people. Talk to people. Spread love. You know? If you got something to say, say it. If you got some truth to share, share it. You know? But leave Babylon alone, man. She's a harlot. Leave her alone. Nothing good comes from her. Nothing good. Anyway, it's a short one.